Hey everybody, what's going on? Don the Kraken Wit here, and we have my lady friend Zoe,
and Kita.
And Bebe. Bebe's sitting over there in the recliner, and we are about to watch some Game of Thrones, Season 5, Episode 3, The High Sparrow. I'm really pumped up about this. Been telling her a lot about this guy, so let's do it.
Game of Thrones.
What is your name?
Ramsay Snow.
Stay until your last day. You are Ramsay Bolton, son of Roose Bolton, Warden of the North.
Will we go home now? To our new home. I'm a bastard. Kneel before me. You'll rise again as Jon Stark, Lord of Winterfell.
The 998th Lord Commander of the Night's Watch, Jon Snow.
The Maester gave you a raven scroll.
My marriage proposal has been accepted.
I gave my word I would give my life for yours if need be.
You should leave.
You think she's safe with Littlefinger? We'll follow them.
Cersei has offered a lordship to the man who brings her your lead.
How many dwarves are there in the world?
Cersei going to kill them all.
As a martyr.
They call themselves sparrows.
I found peace in the light of the Seven. You can too.
Our baby boy is set to marry that smirking whore from Highgarden.
If she doesn't marry me, you're trapped here with Cersei Lannister as your mother by law.
Perhaps.
You betrayed me.
You sold my secrets. I do not want you in
Jorah.
my city. Who are you?
A man is no one, and that is who a girl must become.
I'm like super stressed out right now.
Stressed out.
I mean, like, not stressed
Some
out.
justice is about to be brought to Westeros. High Sparrow. High Sparrow. That freaks me out.
Yeah.
Stresses me out.
Yeah, I don't like seeing the flayed man on Winterfell.
She wasn't the one this time. Because theirs is
Isn't that like the first place that they go on this intro?
There it is.
That's Bravos.
Oh. Fuck. Oh, the Titan. The Titan
Yeah.
of Bravos. That guy. So you seen?
I think
Did it have the snake come up?
No, I don't know. You're like blowing my mind. We need to like pay attention. I think you think that
Dude,
way too late. Where are we?
Crypts.
What the fuck was that?
Is this the house of
No, this. Oh, this is the set.
Yeah.
This is church. No, it's the House of Black and White. God, we're idiots.
Hey, we just seen random things.
Yeah.
We were on a good track.
Weird ass places.
Voila, more gorgeous.
allowed to hide us.
It's like someone that wants to die.
I've been sweeping this floor for days.
Good?
I didn't come here to sweep floors.
No? Why come then?
You said I could be your apprentice. You said you'd teach me how to be a faceless man.
A man teaches a girl. While at Oiris, all men must serve. Faceless men most of all.
I want to serve.
A girl wants to serve herself. Here we serve the many-faced god to serve well. A girl must become noble.
Which one's the many-faced god? I see the stranger. I see the drowned god. I see the wayward face.
There is only one god. A girl knows his name. And all men know his gift.
Where are they taking him?
They're going to take his face. I learned it from Charlie.
Did you watch that?
I am hers, and she is mine, from this day until the end of my days.
Oh crap, we got a wedding. Somebody's gonna drop dead any minute.
Did I hurt you?
No, you were lovely.
It all happened so fast.
Yes.
I was scared maybe I hurt you. It sounded...
No.
It sounded...
You're very sweet. The sweetest king who ever lived.
This is all I want to do. All day, every day, for the rest of my life.
Wouldn't that be glorious? Shouldn't we rest a little while? Just to catch our breath. There's no rush, is there?
Of course not. Are you hungry? Shall I have them bring you some cake or pomegranate juice?
No, I'm fine. I just want you all to myself. I want to know everything there is to know about King Tommen, first of his name.
King Tommen? Still sounds strange to me.
Hmm.
This Queen Marjorie sounds strange to you.
So strange. Husband.
Wife. Sometimes it feels odd. I'm the king.
I feel
I've
so
married the
awkward
most
hearing him
beautiful
talk.
woman in the world.
I've never heard him talk.
It's all because my brother died.
I understand. But it's not your fault, you know that, don't you? You mustn't feel guilty.
I don't feel guilty. That's what's odd.
I hated my brother.
Do you like to sail?
I love to sail.
I do too.
I think we're going to be very happy, you and I.
I do too.
Living in a tower so high it touches the clouds. Of course, my grandmother couldn't wait to go home. The capital's not for everyone, I suppose. Does your mother like it here?
I don't think so. She told me never to trust anyone in King's Landing.
It's so wonderful to have her watching over you. A lioness guarding her cub.
Well, but I'm a man now.
You are. And the king. But you'll always be her baby boy.
I suppose.
I adore her. She's always been so generous with me, so kind. And the horrors she's had to endure. Losing her husband, her eldest child, and her father. It's no wonder she's so protective of you. She'll never let you out of her sight.
What are you doing, Marjorie?
Yeah, she is.
The first days of marriage are often so
plotting.
She's certainly very pretty, isn't she?
No, she
Like
just...
a doll.
She's gonna
Smiles quite
make
a lot.
Tommen like pull away from her, and Tommen's gonna think it's his idea.
Yeah.
I can't quite tell.
She's like Cersei.
All these
She's a
shady
queen.
women running around right now.
They all want to be queen.
That's where you grew up. You always told me that you liked the people there better. You said that King's Landing smelled of horse dung and sour milk.
Why are we speaking of Castle Rock?
The way that you talked about it. I always thought that you missed it. That you...
Go home,
That it
Mom.
was your real...
Yeah.
This is my real home now, where my family lives.
I want you to be happy, Mother.
I know that. I know you do. My sweet boy.
But wouldn't you be happier in Castle Rock?
I said, darling, surely 4 times is enough. Are you trying to set a new record? He said, well, what is the record? I'm sure we can break it. Mother, welcome.
She
Don't you look
knows.
lovely?
She's like, Tommen
Marge
didn't.
agrees with you.
Can we bring you anything to eat or drink? I wish we had some wine for you. It's a bit early in the day for us.
Ouch.
No.
Oh!
I can't stay. I just wanted to let you know
She's queen now.
if there's ever anything I can do for you.
You were very sweet.
Tommen seems quite taken with his new queen.
I absolutely adore him. You raised a gallant young man. I'm forever grateful.
Good. Good. I'm glad to hear you're happy.
Ecstatic. I really am. Exhausted, to be honest.
This
but
is
what can I
intense.
expect? He is half lion, half stag.
I'll leave you to it.
Oh, forgive me. I haven't been at court for long. I get so confused. What's the proper way to address you now? Queen Mother or Dowager Queen?
There's no
She's
need for such
queen,
In
and
any
she's
event,
a
judging from the
bitch.
king's enthusiasm, the Queen Mother will be a Queen Grandmother soon.
Wouldn't that be a lovely day?
Can you imagine the celebrations? They'll ring the bells all day and night.
Remember, anything you need.
I'd be scared if I was Marjorie, honestly, because Cersei has no boundaries.
Yeah, Cersei's
She's
a scary
pissed.
bitch. Yeah. God.
she's got something for her. Like, oh, Marjorie. And so soon.
Cool, they're rebuilding Winterfell. on. You look like shit.
That's Reek.
Shut up.
No, he looks like Reek.
Yeah. Looks like trash. Ugh.
He just doesn't want to be that.
We can't hold the North with terror alone.
You can't hold the North if you let these lesser lords insult us.
I sent you there to collect taxes, not bodies.
Lord Cowan refused to pay. Said the warden of the North would always be a Stark, and he'd be damned if he'd kiss a traitor's boot.
He left you no choice.
I paid him living, along with his wife and brother. Made his son watch.
And?
The new Lord Cowan paid his taxes.
I have something important to tell you. Stop eating and listen. We don't have enough men to hold the North if the other houses rise up against us. Do you understand that?
Our pact with the Lannisters protects
I had a
us.
pact with Tywin Lannister, and Tywin Lannister is dead. The remaining Lannisters are 1,000 miles away dealing with that fact. They've never once in the history of the Seven Kingdoms sent their army this far north. If you think they will for us, you're a fool. We become a great house by entering into alliances with other houses, and parlaying those alliances into greater power. The best way to forge a lasting alliance isn't by peeling a man's skin off. The best way is marriage. Now that you're a Bolton by royal decree, it's high time we married a suitable bride. And as it happens, I found the perfect girl to solidify our hold on the North.
Sansa. All right, so it's Ramsay and Sansa. That was a hot debate.
Sansa's not gonna. Does she know?
She's about to.
No, does
That's
she?
not Kaelin.
Yes. Bit shabby, isn't it?
Huh?
You've been here before.
She knows that the Boltons took
On our
one
way
of
down
them.
to King's Landing with my father and Arya.
And they were at the Red Wedding and everything.
Where are you
Yeah.
taking me?
She knows
Oh.
that.
Yeah.
She's not.
It's gonna
The
be a
Boltons have
plot
Winterfell.
from Peter to get her back in there.
Gotcha.
Your marriage proposal, it wasn't for you.
No.
Bruce Bolton murdered my brother. He betrayed my family.
He did.
He serves the Lannisters.
For now.
I won't go.
Winterfell is your home.
Not anymore.
Always. You're a
That's why
Stark.
you gotta be there.
Tying your hair doesn't change that. You're Sansa Stark, eldest surviving child of Ned and Catelyn Stark. Your place is in the north.
I can't marry him. You can't make me. He is a traitor, a murderer.
You're not marrying Roose Bolton. No, you'll be marrying his son and heir, Ramsay.
Like that's an.
One day he'll be warden of the north, and you'll... Sansa,
No, you can't make me. I will starve myself. I will die before I have to go there.
I won't force you to do anything. Don't you know by now how much I care for you? Say the word and we turn the horses round, but listen to me. Listen. You've been running all your life. Terrible things happen to your family and you weep. You sit alone in a darkened room mourning their fates. You've been a bystander to tragedy from the day they executed your father. Stop being a bystander. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Stop running.
Always has to be. a
There's no
certain
justice
way.
in the world. Not unless we make it. You loved your family. Avenge them.
Epic. Epic.
Awaken the beast.
God.
Ugh.
That was amazing.
How do we get through there?
We don't. We go around.
Takes us miles out the way. We'll lose sight of them.
Doesn't matter. I know where they're going. I'm getting a bit old to be a squire. How did you end up squiring for the imp?
He hates that nickname.
Well, he's not here to complain about it, is he?
I squired for a knight named Sir Lorimer during the War of the Five Kings. One night, he had a bit too much to drink, and he was famished, so he borrowed a ham.
He borrowed it?
He wasn't a thief. He was drunk and hungry, and he wasn't thinking. I was drunk too. He gave me half the ham. The next morning, one of the guards saw him passed out under a wagon with the ham bone still in his hand. They hanged him that afternoon. They tied a noose for me too, but Lord Tywin heard my family name was Payne, so he pardoned me and sent me to King's Landing to squire for his son.
As punishment? For both of you?
It didn't seem that way. Lord Tyrion was always very good to me.
Yes, all your lords have been very kind to you. All except me. Sorry I had to squire for such a nasty person.
I'm not sorry. You're the best fighter I've ever seen. You beat the hound. I'm proud to be your squire.
Think about it. Take it in.
I'm sorry I'm always snapping at you.
If you didn't snap at me, I wouldn't learn anything.
You want to be a knight, Pod?
Yes.
Starting tomorrow, we'll train with the sword twice a day. Before we ride in the morning and after we make camp in the evening. And I'm going to show you how to ride properly.
Thank you.
I can't knight to you, but I can teach you how to fight.
I suppose that's more important. You weren't a knight, but you were a king's guard to Renly Baratheon, weren't you?
I was.
Lord Tyrion said he was a good man.
He was.
How did you end up serving Renly?
When I was a girl, my father held a ball. I'm his only living child, so he wanted to make a good match for me. He invited dozens of young lords to Tarth. I didn't want to go, but he dragged me to the ballroom. And it was wonderful. None of the boys noticed how mulish and tall I was. They shoved each other and threatened to duel when they thought it was their turn to dance. They whispered in my ear how they wanted to marry me and take me back to their castles. My father smiled at me and I smiled at him. I'd never been so happy. Till I saw a few of the boys sniggering. And then they all started to laugh. They couldn't keep the game going any longer. They were toying with me. Brienne the Beauty, they called me. Great joke. And I realised I was the ugliest girl alive. A great lumbering beast. I tried to run away, but Renly Baratheon took me in his arms. Don't let them see your tears, he told me. They're nasty little shits, and nasty little shits aren't worth crying over. He danced with me and none of the other boys could say a word. Renly was the king's brother after all.
But wasn't he... Lord Tyrion said he was...
Yes, Pod, he liked men. I'm not an idiot. He didn't love me, he didn't want me. He danced with me because he was kind and didn't want to see me hurt. He saved me from being a joke. From that day, until his last day. And I couldn't save him in return. Nothing's more hateful than failing to protect the one you love. One day I will avenge King Renly.
But you said a shadow murdered him. How do you fight a shadow?
A shadow with the face of Stannis Baratheon. I know Stannis. I know it in my heart. Stannis is a man, not a shadow. And a man can be killed.
Ooh. I know somebody's not going to be real happy about that.
I'm scared as fuck
Speak alone.
because Brienne
Ollie is my steward now.
can kick
As I was
ass.
not in the moments.
He has Melisandre.
I want him to attend my meetings, to learn from men with experience. One day he might come up.
Very well.
Have you considered my offer? I have. And I thank you for it. You do me great honour. All my life, I wanted to be Jon Stark.
Say the word and you will be.
But I have to refuse you. I'm Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. My place is here.
I'm giving you the chance to avenge your family. To take back the castle where you grew up. To rule the North.
I wish I could fight beside you. Believe me, I do. But I swore a sacred vow at the Godswood. I pledged my life to the Night's Watch.
You're as stubborn as your father. And as honourable.
I can imagine no higher praise.
I didn't mean it as praise. Honour that your father killed. But if your mind's made up, I won't try and dissuade you.
May I ask, Your Grace, how long you plan to stay at Castle Black?
Are you bored of us already?
You saved us from Mance Rayder's army. We will never forget that. But it's a question of survival. The Night's Watch can't continue to feed your men and the wildling prisoners indefinitely. Winter is coming.
Yes!
I know. We march on Winterfell within the fortnight, before the snows trap us here.
And the wildlings?
They'd rather burn than fight for me, so be it. I leave their fate to you. You could execute them, that's the safest course. Or you could see if this Torment fellow's more willing to compromise than Mance ever was. I assume the brothers of the Night's Watch would rather see the wildlings dead.
Most of the brothers, yes. There's little love for the free folk here.
You're the Lord Commander. Your decision. You have many enemies in Castle Black. Have you considered sending Alistair Thorne elsewhere? Give him command of Eastwatch by the Sea.
I heard it was best to keep your enemies close.
Whoever said that didn't have many enemies.
Excellent.
He sees something in you. Might not be apparent from his tone, but it's the truth. He believes in you.
I'm sorry I disappointed him.
The king is a complicated man, but he wants to do what's right for the Seven Kingdoms.
As long as he's ruling them.
He's the one true king. He has a blood right to that throne.
I've sworn to stay clear of the politics of the Seven Kingdoms.
Have you now? How does the Night's Watch vow go again? I bet you've got it memorized since you got here.
Night gathers and now my watch begins.
No, not that bit. The bit at the end.
I am the sword in the darkness, the watcher on the walls, the shield that guards the realms of men. I pledge my
Right,
life.
that's enough. The shield that guards the realms of men. That's what you swore to be. Now, I'm not a learned man, but the best way to help the most people might not be sitting in a frozen castle at the edge of the world. It just might mean wading in the muck, getting your boots dirty, and doing what needs to be done.
And what needs to be done?
As long as the Boltons rule the North will suffer. Just one man's opinion.
I love Davos. He's great.
It's like the Jiminy Cricket. Voice of reason.
What do you want?
Who are you?
What?
You, who walk in here with a coin you never earned, whose value you do not respect. Who are you?
No one.
Oh!
Cunt!
Lie. That little lie. Who are you?
I told you I'm gonna... Do that again!
Who are you?
You're about to find out.
Oh!
What are you doing?
We were only playing. The game of faces.
The girl is not ready.
Clearly not.
I am ready.
She said you're about to find out.
For what?
For whatever you want.
That was
To
awesome.
be a faceless man. To be no one.
Whose sword is that? It belongs to Arya Stark. Arya Stark's sword, Arya Stark's clothes, Arya Stark's stolen silver. A man wonders, how is it that no one came to be surrounded by Arya Stark's things?
Okay. Good. 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 She's hiding it. Remember that one time when I said I thought she was dealing with it?
What do we do with them after we wash them?
Oh shit. Theon.
He knows Sansa.
Oh my god.
Wait, is that fat girl his daughter?
No, that's Ramsay's mom.
Lady Sansa, welcome.
Lord Bolton.
May I introduce my son? Ramsay Bolton.
It's an honor to meet you, my lady.
I'll bring you a bowl of hot water. You must want to wash. Thank you. Welcome home, Lady Stark.
There are no 3 members.
Yes.
Yes. I needed that.
Son. Mr. Raymond? He apologises for not being here. He's not feeling well. Take good care of him.
Brothers, as you all know too well, it's long past time to dig a new latrine pit. First Builder Yarwick and I have decided to appoint a latrine captain to oversee this crucial task. Brian, seems like a good job for a ginger.
I told you they're funny up there, man.
Sir Alistair.
It's a bunch of dudes. What do you expect?
You have more experience than any other ranger at Castle Black. You proved your valor many times over while defending the wall from the wildling attack. I name you first ranger.
I wasn't expecting it. Because he's not as good as him. Like, he would have made John
You're
so
jealous.
lowly.
I'm giving you Commander Greyguard.
Greyguard is a ruin.
Yes, the fort is in a sorry state. Restore it as best you can. First Builder Yarwick can spare 10
I
of
was
his...
charged with the defense of King's Landing when you were soiling your swaddling clothes. Keep your ruin.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
All right. It's enough of that.
You mistake me, my lord. That was a command, not an offer. Pack your arms and armour, say your farewells, and ride for Greyguard.
I will not go meekly off to freeze and die. Give it to one of the fools who cast a stone for you. I will not have it. Did you hear me, boy? I will not have it.
Are you refusing to obey my order?
Oh, shit.
You can stick your order up your bastard ass.
Oh!
Why are you such a sore loser?
Take Lord Janice outside. Ollie, bring me my sword.
Look, get your ass outside. Like, oh!
You cannot do this! Get your hands off me! Stop! All of you!
Jon Snow is Lord Ender.
The boy thinks he can frighten me. He's mistaken, yes, very mistaken. Disgrace! I have friends, foreign friends in the capital.
Woo woo. I said, man, this is not what I wanted to do today.
If you have any last words, my lord, now's the time.
I was wrong. You're the Lord Command. We all serve you. I'm sorry, not only for this, for all I've done and said. I was wrong. My lord, please, mercy. Mercy. I'll go, I will. Please. I'm afraid. I've always been afraid.
Yeah!
Oh shit!
Oh my god! Yes! Yes!
Jon motherfucking
Look,
Snow.
and Stannis looks at him and is like, yep. Yes!
Damn.
I never told you that?
Damn.
I never told you about that?
Too many boobies, I can't answer.
Oh, too many boobs. Boobs. Everywhere. This, sir.
You have served us well, my son.
Thank you, Father.
Which of the 7 will you worship today?
The maiden.
Always the maiden.
And the stranger.
2 is extra, you realize.
Yes, yes.
Yes!
What are you doing? This establishment belongs to Lord Peter Baelish. You got...
That's Lancel,
You have
wasn't it?
profaned our faith, the faith of our fathers and forefathers.
I am the High Septon of the...
You are a sinner, and you shall be punished.
Oh, they're really intense. I thought they were like hippies.
Sinner.
No.
Shame on you!
Your Grace, Grand Maester, Lord Tyrell. It doesn't matter. As the High Septon of the Faith of the 7, I give voice to the will of the gods and am their foremost servant in this world. An insult to me is an insult to the gods. An assault on my person is an assault on our very religion.
You were assaulted.
I was, by those fanatics who call themselves sparrows. They humiliated me, they beat me, they left me naked and bleeding on the cobblestones. I am lucky to be alive.
I heard this assault began in Littlefinger's brothel.
High Septon, this is a rather shocking thing to hear. I tend to both the highest born and the lowliest amongst us. Even prostitutes may earn the mercy of the mother.
So you were ministering to the needs of these devout prostitutes?
A man's private affairs ought to stay private.
What do you want from us, High Sept?
How is he
Justice.
still a maester?
I ask that you protect our faith by arresting these criminals and throwing them in the black cells. I ask that you execute their leader, this so-called High Sparrow. He is a threat to everything we hold sacred. If he goes unpunished...
And where do I find this man? This High Sparrow?
don't think this is a good idea, Your Grace.
Nonsense, Samarin. These are deeply religious people. Where can I find the High Sparrow?
7 blessings from the Thank you.
The young man said I'd find the High Sparrow back here. Where is he?
High Sparrow. Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? Like Lord Duckling or King Turtle. So, it's meant to. We're often stuck with the names our enemies give to us. The notion that we're all equal in the eyes of the 7 doesn't sit well with some, so they belittle me.
7 blessings to you.
7 blessings to you, my dear. It's only a name. Quite an easy burden to bear. Far easier than hers.
Why no shoes?
Because I gave them away to someone who needed them more. We all do that. It stops us from forgetting what we really are.
Is that why you came to King's Landing? To remind everyone?
Everyone. It's hard enough job reminding myself. Well, I tell them no one's special, and they think I'm special for telling them so.
Perhaps they're right.
It would be comforting to believe that, wouldn't it? The gods sent you here to tempt me. I hope not. I had assumed you'd only come here to arrest me for that incident with the High Septon.
An unacceptable way to treat the chosen representative of the gods in this world, wouldn't you say?
Hypocrisy is a boil. Lancing a boil is never pleasant. Although they could have been more careful with the blade.
The High Septon came to speak to me today. Doesn't want me to arrest you, he wants me to execute you.
I wouldn't presume to know your thoughts on the matter.
My thoughts on the matter are in line with your own. The High Septon's behaviour was corrosive, as was his attitude. Having a man like that reside in this sept eats away at the faith from the inside. So now he resides in the Red Keep dungeons instead. The faith and the crown are the 2 pillars that hold up this world. One collapses, so does the other. We must do everything necessary to protect one another.
So did she just invite him in?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, Cersei. He loves killing things.
You're great.
And
Send a raven
experimenting.
with this message to Littlefinger at the Eyrie or wherever he's slithering about.
At once, Your Grace.
Did he kill
How's
a
your
bird?
work coming along?
Very well.
A rat, bird, something.
You've made progress?
More than I expected. Still a way to go, but...
Very good. I'll leave you to it then. Make sure Littlefinger is clear on the
Like
meaning
there's-
of the word.
There's the mountain. See him?
I can't help but see him.
Is he gonna move? Oh! Oh my god.
Easy, friend.
He didn't even jolt him. Sounded like a pile of books that fell.
Sansa, say something.
She
She
doesn't
really
know.
is lovely.
I mean, Theon.
I hope I can make her happy.
I hope so too. I've become quite fond of Lady Sansa during our travels together. She's suffered enough.
I'll never hurt her. You have my word.
I've heard very little about you, which makes you quite a rare thing, as lords go.
I haven't been a lord very long. I was a bastard.
And you're not anymore. Allow me a moment alone with Lord British.
Yes, Father. And thank you, Lord Baelish. I'm forever in your debt.
He seems pleased.
Shouldn't it be?
I assure you she's still a virgin. Tyrion never consummated the marriage. By the law of the land, she is no man's wife. Inspect her if you must.
I leave that to the brothel keeper. It's her name I need, not her virtue.
Then I have delivered everything I promised.
And you're prepared for the consequences. And the Lannisters here I've wed Sansa Stark to Ramsay.
The Lannister name doesn't mean what it once did. Tywin is dead. He kept his house in power through sheer will. Without him, Jaime has one hand and no allies. Tommen is a soft boy, not a king to fear.
The Queen will be enraged.
Queen Marjorie adores Sansa. Cersei is Queen Mother, a title whose importance wanes with each passing day.
And yet she's still his friend. And in important places when she can ask for favors.
A message for you from Cersei Lannister. A rider arrived from the Eyrie shortly before dawn. Apparently she thinks you're still in the Vale.
A message from me, you say? Strange that the seal is broken.
I'm sure you understand my position, Lord Baelish. If you receive word in the night from the Queen Mother, it does make me question our new alliance. The Lannisters made you one of the great lords of Westeros. Yet here you are in the north undermining them. Why gamble with your position?
Every ambitious move is a gamble. You gambled when you drove a dagger into Robb Stark's heart. It appears that your gamble paid off. You're a Warden of the North.
I had Tywin Lannister's backing. Who supports me now? You?
The Eyrie is mine. The last time the Lords of the Eyrie formed an alliance with the Lords of the North, they brought down the greatest dynasty this world has ever known. I'd like to borrow one of your birds. Cersei will expect a reply.
I'd like to read the reply.
Are we there
I have
yet?
to get out of this wheelhouse.
Atlantis is a large city.
I have to get out of this wheelhouse.
The likelihood of you being spotted here increases 100-fold.
I have to get out of this wheelhouse.
I'm not sure how many new ways I can find of saying this.
I will not be of any use to Daenerys Targaryen if I lose my mind. I can't remember the last face I saw that wasn't yours.
It's a perfectly good face.
I'm losing my mind.
If anyone recognizes you, you lose more than that.
Look, we are thousands of miles from Westeros. What am I? One more drunk dwarf.
Slaves.
Yes. The volunteer masters are very organized. Flies for dung travelers, hammers for builders, tears for whores. Lest they forget. We should keep moving.
What?
Hai, gemeisti. Sinditi Selior. Kilonte Seor Sparte.
The only red priest we had in King's Landing was Thoros of Myr. This one's much better looking.
Taris Riris.
Stone men. Good luck stopping the spread of grayscale with prayer. You'd have better luck dancing away the plague. We're going to meet the Savior. You should have told me. Who doesn't want to meet the Savior? Let's find a brothel.
They were all looking at him.
It's even better luck to suck a dwarf's cock. See? We blend right in. Just 2 more travelers, mad with lust.
God, this is awesome.
Thank you.
God, this is awesome.
Who is that? Who is it?
Curious.
I can't say.
Hair.
The mother of dragons.
It appears you're not the only Targaryen supporter. Someone who inspires priests and whores is worth taking seriously.
Jorah's there.
And magic.
You can't take that shit.
He's crying.
Well, she's taken. Where are you going? I need to speak to someone with hair. Hello?
Hello.
You've got no drink.
You've got no money.
Do I look like a man without money? Never trust looks. Until quite recently, I was one of the richest men in the world. Who needs wealth when you can make a woman laugh? I always pay my debts. I'm well known for it.
You like her? They all like her. They all want to fuck a queen.
That's because they've never met a queen.
You're just saying that.
You know how to spot a liar. If I could pick any girl here, I would pick you.
Why?
Because you have a skeptical mind.
All right then, I'm warning you. We're gonna have to wash you first. Come on.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Of course you can. You're shy.
I'm not.
Have another drink.
Gladly, but this I can't do. Believe me, no one is more shocked than I am. I hope it passes. What will I do in my spare time? Go for a piss, that's a start.
Wait, what the fuck? What's wrong?
He's scarred. Yeah. It's hurting. Killed Shay. Yeah.
No need to worry. It's just... Oh.
Whoa.
Someone else. Show's almost over. I'm sure there are girls inside who'd be happy to oblige.
Made some kind of mistake. Why don't you tell me what you think you're doing and then...
I'm taking you to the Queen.
He's desperate. He just stole Tyrion.
Oh my god.
This was a great episode.
Which queen?
What do you mean which fucking queen. There's only one queen in his mind, and there's only one queen in all of this, honestly.
Daenerys?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Alright. That was awesome. That was an amazing episode. Oh my god.